Hey guys, so I was thinking about the equipment that our job sites requires in terms of wood framing. Pretty much all we can do is unload materials from the truck, and then we hoist them up, and as the building is going up, it gets more I don't want to say difficult, but you have to be careful, because every time it's one floor up, and some instances they don't have the how to reach, so you have to think alternatives. But mainly, our materials, our walls, our trusses, they arrive in trucks. Depending on the logistics for the job site, roads, streets, we use small trucks, 22 feet, and they carry half of the materials, comparing to a 53 flatbed. Okay. So when the materials arrive on site, we have some people call a lull, some people call forklift. If you search lull or forklift, you might see different images, different definitions. But ours is more robust. It's not like those small for warehouses. They're more robust. There's the arm from behind, and there's the forks. It's good to ask with the pedals to give more stability. And open from the sides gives more stability. There's the forklift capacity, how much weight he can support. Usually 10K for rough framing, but there's 8K, 6Ks, but 12Ks, 14Ks. Just reach to your renter, local renter, and he can give you prices. Also, take care of your operator in terms of the cabinet that he's working. You should have protection screens, closed cabinet, because in the winter it's gonna need the heater on, but in the summer it's gonna need the AC. So make sure both are working, okay, properly. Yeah, and on the forks, we use the forks to unload the materials from the truck, and usually they send with the 4 feet forks, but you can request more, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12s, or you can just attach some attachments like the jib. The jib is an attachment like this, and on the it has a hook at the end. But some forklifts also have a hook already attached. But the jib gives you more radius, more extension, more area to do maneuvers and stuff. But you can also attach 4 extensions, right? So instead of changing the forks, you just keep one fork, because the shorter ones are good for maneuvers, short maneuvers, but it's small materials. Well, longer, like walls, they are 10, 12 feet, so you need more forks to unload them. make sure they are secured with chains and everything, following OSHA standards in manufacturing practices, right? So yeah, that's the forklift. When we hoist them up, it's pretty much the same thing. Just the operator hoist them up. There's people on the ground, there's people on top, give them direction, give them signs. There's a bunch of signs for them to follow. So they're not communicating verbally, they're communicating with hand signs. Okay, that's very important. And yeah, I think that's the basic for the forklift. Now we also hoist materials when they are not accessible with the crane. We have basically two types of cranes. There's more, but that I have worked with are the mobile crane. There's a crane attached to a truck, comes in and out. He can stay overnight depending, but usually it's in and out. And they have the paddles, two on each side, and it gives you the reach that you need that the forklift wouldn't provide. Okay, but they have also, they can communicate with over the radio, but also with hand signature, hand signs as well. There's a more thorough procedure to approve the use of a crane to the job site. You have to go over a bunch of documents, make sure the crane is inspected, properly inspected, has all the documentation, the OSHA, the hoisting license, the medical ovals from the operator, the lift plan, very important. Where you're gonna put the crane, how much is the radius, how much weight is hoisting up, what's the capacity of the crane, what's the weight of the hoisted materials, what's the percentage. This is not 100%. The crane does not operate at 100%. It's way less, like 60%, 50%, 75%. They put a safety feature on that percentage just to make sure. Right. Now the tower crane, something more robust, much more expensive, but it's a steel structure attached to the ground all the way up, and on a 90-degree angle there's the arm. Okay, so it can reach way more area, but there's is a full-time crane on the job site. I only used once. If you guys are not visualizing, those cranes using high-rise construction at the port, where they have, it's a very tall crane. When you're driving and you see a tall crane, you're gonna see from a distance. It's very tall. And so yeah, that's for hoisting materials. For hoisting manpower, you have the man lifts, the boom lifts, which is very, very common for exterior work, because it can reach not 360, but pretty much if it has the area, the real estate, can go anywhere. Some machinery has some pivot points, so it gives you more accessibility. And at the end, they have a basket. You have to follow OSHA regulations. You have to be tied off. You can't operate when there's too much wind. There's a lot of safe features for your protection and for your guys. So basically, yeah, if the real estate permits, you can use also a scissor lift, which will be smaller, but it only goes vertically. But some have an extension at the platform, so it might go 3 feet to the left, 3 feet to the right. But usually the boom lift is the way to go for the exterior. Interior, they use a lot of scissor lifts because it's easier to the openings, usually the openings that they have on the doors, it fits a boom lift, so it goes in, goes out. Very reliable. So yeah, that's I would say 4 main machineries that we use for the job site that will allow us to do our work, most of the work. So yeah, that's my thoughts for today. Till the next time, guys.